welcome and hello to day 2 of York, but our first full day in York. We've got the Minster still right outside our window. Hasn't gone anywhere since the last vlog. I am still raging with allergies and hay fever. I don't think I can hide it in my voice anymore. It's not that bad. I don't feel that bad. I just sound horrible. But physically, I feel okay. I just feel like there's a ton of stuff and it's all in my sinuses. It's all in my sinuses, but there's no pain. It's not a sinus infection or anything like that. I've had those. They're miserable. So yeah, it's not ideal. It's better than it could be. It could definitely be worse, but I wish it was just better. So it's a little frustrating because I feel like I'll have to see how I sound when I'm editing these, but I feel to my own ears, I can tell my voice is different. I don't sound right, but I feel okay. It's totally, I mean, other than the allergies, but like, I feel tired. I feel like the lack of sleep combined with the hay fever is making it more of a challenge. But like, my mood is good. My energy is not terrible despite the lack of sleep. If I lived here and wasn't under time constraints, I probably would be just spending the day in bed and trying to rest, because I think if I had more sleep, the allergies wouldn't be affecting me as much. But I'll just rest when I get home. So we've got a few things on the agenda today. Gonna be taking it slow, gonna be resting, because I am just taking it slow and not moving very fast because of the allergies combined with the fatigue. It's getting busier outside. Someone out here sounds like they're rolling a metal rack cart thing. It was very quiet when we first woke up. We woke up at about 7 and there really weren't that many people out, hardly at all. And the Minster wasn't open yet. So this whole end of York was really quiet. And then we went down for breakfast at around 8 and just started noticing, as we sat by the window down at breakfast, and started noticing that more people were starting to walk by, like starting their days. And then when we got up here, I think the Minster opened at 9. And so, you know, their signs on velvet, or not velvet, their cordon rope thing is out and everything. So they're now welcoming visitors. And there's just a lot more people down in this little area. So getting a little bit busier, but still really nice. It looks like Bennett's Cafe is open. They weren't when we first woke up. And we noticed that the Minster bells didn't start ringing again until 8 a.m. So it was pretty quiet throughout the night. I don't know, I can't remember what time they stopped, but I don't think I heard it ring for 11 p.m. So 10 might have been the last time they rang, which is kind of nice, because then you can kind of, if you lived here, you'd know, like, you'd be able to hear the bells and know what time it is. I just think that's kind of cool. And in the morning, you would know the first time you hear the bells, oh, it's 8 o'clock. So we've had breakfast downstairs in the hotel here. We might do breakfast somewhere else tomorrow, so we'll see. But it was good. I just had a bacon sandwich, kept it really simple, had some peppermint tea. Yeah, then we came back up here, I've put some makeup on, and we're finishing getting ready. And so on the agenda, I think I started to say that and then got distracted by the noise. On the agenda today, we're going to the, I think it's called the Jorvik? Jorvik? It's the, it's pronounced Jorvik. Jorvik?
Yeah, because Phantom was calling it Jorvik. So the B is kind of silent.
Yeah.
And the J is Yor, right? York.
Yeah, I mean, with what little Norwegian I've learned, Jorvik could be correct. It's the Viking Center, so we're gonna go do that. We also want to walk around the Shambles. We want to do the Railway Museum, and we want to do the York Minster. And I think we also want to do lunch at...
Are we gonna have to save the Railway Museum to tomorrow?
We'll have to see.
But those are the things we want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it moving.
All right, Mom wants to get moving. We do have 10:20 reservations for it, so we need to get going.
Hopefully it doesn't take 15 minutes to get there.
Yeah, okay. I will take you with us and update you later. Okay, we've just finished at the Jorvik Viking Center. It was really cool. Great for kids, really great for kids. The mechanical, like animatronics, humanatronics, whatever you'd call it when it's humans and not animals, were interesting. A little bit creepy at times, but still overall it was really cool. It's really nice as well if you're just kind of feeling tired, because most of the center is riding on these little like pod things through the exhibition. So you're just sitting and listening and watching, which makes it feel a little bit more relaxed. And then there's a gallery space that you can walk through where they have actual artifacts in glass cases and stuff, and more of like a museum type thing. So we've just finished in the gift shop. Mom's still paying, I think, so I thought I'd pop out here and vlog really quick. It's still very gray outside, but I'm liking it. We're right next to another church. Mom, over here. There's so many churches here in York, and they're all just gorgeous, old, medieval and Gothic architecture. So yeah, the Viking Center was pretty cool, so I'm glad we did it. It was fun. It's very relaxing, and they kind of keep the crowds limited. We did the second time slot of the day. I think there was a 10 and then a 10:20 and then a 10:40, and so we did the 10:20. I would recommend going early because, like, as we were finishing, a big school group was coming down. I think that's why some of the time slots sell out, because they probably fill a whole time slot with one school group. So if you were gonna do this, I'd recommend being like that first, maybe second slot of the day, and try to avoid the school groups. But yeah, it was really cool. So we had a good time. Now we're in like a little shopping center. There's a Phoenix, a Primark. I see Topshop, Topman, and Miss Selfridge. I think that's part of the department store. So we're probably gonna wander away from here and back towards the main section. We were gonna go wander around the Shambles next, and there's a food place in the Shambles or near the Shambles that we wanted to get for lunch, and it's 11:30, so I think by the time we wander in that area, wander around the Shambles a little bit, it'll be time for lunch. So yeah, our day in York continues, and I'm still losing my voice. We are now at the York Roast Company. Mom found this online and wanted to check it out. She wanted to have Yorkshire pudding in Yorkshire, but we're not here for Sunday roast. We're not here on a Sunday. We leave on Sunday, so we can't get Sunday lunch or Sunday dinner while we're still in York. So it's really cool. It's pretty casual. Order downstairs at the counter. They're seating upstairs. It's pretty quiet up here, so we've been able to get a table. We've kind of got a whole section to ourselves, which is nice. View out the window here. So I had the beef wrap. Mom had the pork wrap, and they wrap it in a large kind of flat Yorkshire pudding. And then Mom also got a mini Yorkshire pudding separately as a side, just so that she could have a proper Yorkshire pudding in York. And for relatively fast food, it's really good. I also got myself an Aranciata. Mom just got a bottle of water. We're just taking a little bit of a break here. I might need one of those. Yeah, I'm just wiping.
Do you stop? You don't.
No, it's still going. So yeah, we're gonna go walk around now and do a little bit of wandering, a little bit of shopping. It's only 12:34, so I think we're right next to the Shambles. So we're gonna go walk around the Shambles a bit, see what there is to see there, get that kind of checked off our list. And then I think we might wander back to the hotel room for a few minutes, drop off some stuff. We popped into Marks and Spencer because Mom wanted a bottle of water there. I got a few packets of Percy Pigs, so I'll probably leave one in my bag to just nibble on today and tomorrow while we're out. I did get a couple little things at the Jorvik Viking Center, so I just want to drop that stuff off. And then I know we want to do the Minster today.
Yeah.
And we were also thinking of the Railway Museum, so we need to walk over to that. I want to see the museum gardens because they looked really pretty, but we could do that tomorrow along with walking the medieval wall. So tomorrow might be more of a walking and sightseeing day than a go in and do stuff day. So I think we're trying to cross off all the like touristy things that you need to like buy a ticket to or go in and do, whereas things like walking the medieval wall or the museum gardens, it's outdoors. If they're busy, you don't notice it as much. So we're gonna go wander around a bit, see what we can see in the Shambles, take a lot of video, take some pictures, maybe see what bookshops are in there. I think that would be fun. Mom wants to check out a bakery. Thomas the Baker has award-winning bakers on the side of their building. So I think we're gonna go check that out. Then I think I think we need to go up that road anyway.
Yeah.
So that should work out. So yeah, let's get our rubbish put into the bin and resume our wandering. Okay, we are back in the room just for a moment. We've come to drop off some things because we've done a little bit of shopping. I may have bought a handbag. You will have to wait and see. I can neither confirm nor deny if I bought a handbag. You will have to wait until the haul videos. I'm really excited about it. But these vlogs would be twice as long if I included a haul in each vlog from what I bought that day. So we're gonna do the hauls all at once at the end of all the vlogs. The clouds are starting to break up. There's a little bit of blue sky appearing out there, which is really nice. So I think we're going to walk over to the Railway Museum and check that out. So while I go to the bathroom, Mom can start looking at the directions to that.
Oh, okay.
And then I think we're gonna end the sightseeing day at York Minster. Last admission for that is at 4. It is currently about 1:30, so we should have enough time to get to the Railway Museum, tour around that, and then come back over here, tour the York Minster, and then we could probably, if we've got any bags from gift shops from those 2 visits, then we can drop those back off here at the hotel before we go out for dinner. We're still not sure where we are doing dinner today, so we need to figure that out. But yeah, we're having a really good day. It's been so nice. The weather has been pretty decent. Cloudy, cool, but not raining.
Okay.
How far is it saying from here?
It's saying 14-minute walk, but I think it's 0.6 miles.
0.6 miles, so that's not bad.
So it's going to be more like 15 or 20 for me.
Yeah.
So please.
Well, yeah, because we're both going pretty slow.
Yeah. We have to cross the river, so go finish up, wrap it up.
Mom's telling me to wrap up the vlogging. I will try to update you. I feel like I'm doing like 5 minutes of B-roll with 2 minutes of talking to you in between, which is not quite what I was aiming for. I was trying to talk to you a little bit more in between, but yeah, housekeeping is on our floor and they haven't been in our room yet, so we need to get out of here before they come. So I will try to talk to you a little bit more as we're walking. We have made it to the Railway Museum, and it's massive in here. You don't really realize it as you're walking up, but it is huge. So we're in like a large warehouse type space, which needs to be huge because we've got like full-size railway carriages and engines in here. We're just starting to walk around. Looks like they've got a lot of interactive kids areas as well. So I think this would be another good place to bring younger kids. Wow, like look at that. Look at that. I do admit I'm a bit of a train nerd, so this is actually pretty exciting. Again, this is one of the ones that was Mom's idea, but I'm in full support. So these railway carriages look incredible. What?
It doesn't look like they're quite as put together as the London Transport Museum, but maybe they're working that way. I mean, I don't see plaques to tell you.
Oh yeah, there's not like information about what each of these bits of railway stuff are to really understand. But it's really cool to see what they look like. So this is some kind of engine. You can see inside what it would have looked like for the conductor sitting in there. And then this is a different kind of carriage. This looks like it might have been for like milk or something, because it looks like it's refrigerator cases here. So like it was some sort of food transport. Is there a sign? All these times I'm seeing are like, please don't climb. That's got that information, but like I don't know what this is. Yeah, so here they have a giant like turntable. I don't know what they're called, but they can move it around in a circle. So that looks like it's maybe from the 40s, 50s maybe. But then this is like an old, really old railway company. And those ones are like open topped. That's a milk tank. Oh yeah, it's got United Dairies milk tank on the side. Well, here's a sign. Let's see what this says. And that gate is very pretty, whatever that is. A winding engine. That's pretty impressive. You need to step backwards so you can see all of it. So yeah, the place looks massive. Well, they've got a Flying Scotsman VR experience. You might have to look into that. But like you can see behind me, like it goes way back. So we're kind of at one end here, but it's huge. And everything on display is like full size. They've got, just from where I'm standing, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like huge engines and carriages and stuff. So I don't know where Mom wandered off. We need to try to do this in some kind of order. So I better go find Mom and see if we can start making sense of stuff. Oh, I should add, it's free to get in. Suggested donation is £5, but it's whatever you feel like donating, if you feel like donating. And I'd say £5 is a really good deal for what, like if you do the suggested donation. I think suggested donation could be more like £10, to be honest. This is pretty cool, and it would take you a little while to wander around and see what everything looks like. But I have definitely lost Mom. So let's go find her. Ooh. 1934. I wasn't that far off. I thought 1940s. Found her. So I think this whole thing is how they would have gotten all of the engines and carriages into the spots. So they would have come in probably through there onto this bit and then turned to whichever number they wanted to put it into. I think that's how these things work. Because you can see there's tracks here. They all line up to one of the different things and they're all numbered. It's pretty cool. Okay, now where'd she go? I found her and now I've lost her again. There she is. I lost you. Not far, I've been looking for you. How far have you gotten?
Right here. Just circling around.
Some really cool signs
Yeah, aren't they?
up here that would have been on the different trains. What's the VR experience?
Virtual reality of some sort, but we didn't get
That looks
tickets.
interesting.
So
No.
many-
I'm assuming
But he
that
didn't
is paid.
mention that.
No, he
You don't
didn't.
have a ticket to book one now.
So here's the cafe and the shop. We'll be coming back there. But this is a footbridge. Let's go up this. Up we go. This is pretty cool. All the different signals for the tracks. And then you can see how many different locomotives and engines and carriages they have in here from up here. And then we've got the cafe, another cafe, and the bookshop, information desk, the Wonder Lab they're still working on. Looks like we've got some interactive stuff over here, like a library, which is really cool. And here's Mom. So this one's called the Duchess of Hamilton. I don't know if that's because the carriage was actually used by the Duchess of Hamilton, or if it's just the name of the train. They do have some like state coaches or like trains that have, I assume that have been used by the royal family, but those are not on display. They're part of what is being redone. So we're definitely gonna have to come back because those would be really cool to see. But I kind of wish there was some of these. The Pullman, you know, you can still ride those.
Yeah.
I really want to do that one day. They do a Christmas service one that would be really fun. But I think you can do them all year long. You can take that, like you can do it out to Canterbury or Dover and then back to London as like a day thing. So that's something we definitely need to look up for the next time because that would be really cool. So here's a Pullman car. Let's go up and take a peek in the window. So far you haven't been able to go into any of the carriages, but you can come up and like look in the window a bit. This one's hard to see with the glare of the window. And then you've got different trucks and wagons that they used. This looks cute. Little signaling station. All the switches. Cool. It's beautiful. Okay, this looks like one that you can go into. So let's check this out. So this is cool. It's a Japanese train. And the media and model are courtesy of the Central Japan Railway Company. Very cool. 309.10 miles per hour. Ew. Wow. Okay, here we go. Mind your head. Oh, wow. Like a private one? Crew? Oh, y'all, we've got this to ourselves. I like the pink curtains. Oh, cool. Half of them are facing one direction. And then they switch and face the other direction. Okay, and that's it. Very cool. Watch my step. I do wish there were more that you could go into because that was actually kind of cool. I think that's the one thing I wish was different. Is most of them, some of them you can climb up on stairs and look in the window. And so far this is the only one I've seen that you can actually go up and like walk inside. Okay, here's the sign I was looking for. So this was the Shinkansen from 1976. I thought it looked older. So this is what it is. You can pause if you want to read that in detail. And then this was the route in Japan. So there was a Tokyo to Osaka, and then there were some surrounding routes throughout the rest of mainland Japan. I've lost Mom again. I have no idea where she is. So I'm gonna wander around and try to find her. There is a whole other section that's not trains, but is like different things related to trains. Like we've got some windows, we've got some wagons, we've got signs, a really cool desk, another really cool desk table thing with a model. That's really cool. I still have no clue where Mother is, but got lots of different old signs up here for different platforms and waiting rooms. Got a little model here. Looks like they've got like other like archive stuff in the drawers. This is so cool. All of this is going to be displayed differently once they reopen or like open the new sections they're building or what, but it's all just so cool. Like here's a bunch of like flatware that would have been used, like all the porcelain and stuff, but it's all just like jammed in together. So like I don't know if this is just temporary storage or if this is, it's like a magical cave of all sorts of random stuff. Like just tons of hidden treasure. And the doorway to get to this space is like, so it's just labeled North Shed. Like I had no idea what it was and I walked in and it's like, whoa, look at all this stuff. Hello. It's like a map. So cool. And like Dover to Boulogne hovercraft model. Huh. We took a ferry from Boulogne to Dover. That's how we got here when we did our family road trip back in 1990. Okay, I found Mom. I told her about the North Shed. She told me about the model room. So I've just been in there with us, stopped by the toilets first. And she's come in here. And let's see if we can find her in North Shed. I'm a little bit doubtful because it'd be an excellent place to play hide and seek. So, can we find her? We got so lucky. I just found her. She just walked back onto the main walking space. Let's go see what she thinks. What do you think?
This is interesting.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it's like they were saved these old ladies and the stained glass windows.
Mm-hmm.
Stations that are no longer around, huh?
It's like someone who just decided to collect a bunch of old railway stuff. It's just put it all in one room.
Yeah. And here's just a bunch of train lights.
Mm-hmm.
This is neat.
A lot of people don't understand it because you never see it.
Yeah.
The station, you see the
Can't really
station
take a good picture of it.
the signal is always hidden away.
Someone's got a rail collection.
So we're gonna wander around here until Mom's done.
I'm done.
Okay, I feel like a coffee.
I mean, even look at this was someone's train track.
Well, no, this was used to train on signaling.
Wheel signaling? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think coffee, a little bit of shopping, check out their gift shop, and then make a plan. It's 3:12. We have dinner reservations for 5. So we need to figure out our plan for the rest of the afternoon. So after a very delicious carrot cake and elderflower soda, we hit up the gift shop, found lots of cute things. Didn't get a whole lot here, but there were a lot of really cute train-related things. Then we started walking back towards the hotel and city center. We ended up finding this footpath that meant we could have a little bit of a prettier walk back towards the hotel area than we had going to the railway museum. So there's this really pretty footbridge that went over the river. By this point, it was definitely getting to be a lot of blue skies and sunshine. It was absolutely beautiful. I mean, just idyllic. There were people out rowing on the river. There were lots of cyclists, lots of other people out walking, going back and forth from the train station. And yeah, it was so nice. Mom and I had a fantastic time walking along here. We were actually heading towards where we needed to be for our dinner reservation. We weren't going back to the hotel. So we kind of, at this point, were back almost to where Tamsin and I had come to meet up with the river the night before. I think it was right around here was where Tamsin and I kind of had got down to the river the night before. So I got to show Mom a bit of where Tamsin and I had walked. And I would say this was the night before. If you watched the last vlog, it was around here in the day and in my walk with Tamsin that I was just falling in love with York and just was feeling like this is totally somewhere that I could see myself living. It's just so peaceful and tranquil down here by the river, even on a busier afternoon like it was on this day. There were lots of ducks and swans and geese just hanging around the river, just checking people out, hoping for some food. These ones eventually started ignoring us because we didn't have any food for them. But it was really fun to just see them and just have them be so close to us. Yeah, I was just definitely really falling in love with York even more on this day. It was just such a beautiful day. There was just something about York. It just grabbed me in a way that I haven't really experienced. And yeah, I know I'm rambling, but I just really did fall in love with York. And everywhere we went, so here we are walking through the museum gardens. This is just another example. Like, everywhere we went was just one more place that I fell in love with in York. The flowers in the museum gardens are just spectacular. And I mean, that was something that was like a recurring theme throughout the whole trip. The wildflowers, the, you know, traditional blooms that we would see, the roses, the wisteria, like everything seemed to be blooming on this trip. The alliums, like they were all just so gorgeous. And like for someone who lives in the desert like me, this many green trees and bushes and green grass and wildflowers and squirrels. We saw some squirrels. I was so excited. Pardon the ADHD moment, but squirrels! I love squirrels. So these guys just made me so happy. There were like 3 or 4 of them just all running around. They were trying to get some food that people were feeding the birds. It was just so funny. But yeah, all of these trees, everything was blooming. It was all just, I'm gonna stop, but it was just beautiful. Okay, so we have been walking through the museum gardens. They are stunning, absolutely beautiful. And we've seen some squirrels, which makes me very happy. My voice is not playing ball, which is not ideal for vlogging. So I apologize for my croaky voice. It is just about time to go for our dinner reservation. And the restaurant is just through those trees, so we're pretty much there. It's definitely gotten busier in this area throughout the afternoon. The sun has come out. There's lots of blue sky. It's a gorgeous afternoon. Everyone is enjoying the park behind me, as you can see. What? Yeah. I don't know that we're gonna have time. Honestly, we should have probably had 3 days in York, but we wanted all the time in London, and we didn't want to make that any shorter, and we wanted all the time. We wanted 3 full days in Oxford, so we needed probably a 3-week trip instead of a 2-week trip. Yeah. So, yeah, but oh well, we'll just come back. It's all good. So yeah, so we're gonna walk over to the restaurant for dinner. So we made our way to the Star restaurant. This restaurant Tamsin and I had passed by the night before. We saw this archway lit up, and I took a picture of the place so that I could look it up later, and then Mom and I looked it up, and it just sounded really cool. It looked really cool. It sounded really cool. The menu sounded great. So we thought we'd try it out. We tried sitting on the patio. Didn't work out. They'd kind of taken down the umbrellas, and it was really, really sunny. And even when they put the umbrella back up for us, it was still way too sunny. And so we moved to the inside, which was almost completely empty. I got some fresh mint tea, which felt very good for my voice that I was losing. And then I also got the steak with some chips. This was one of the best things I had on the entire trip. It was so good. Mom got the fish fritter or something. It was basically fish and chips, but they just did it a little bit differently. And then this was a brown butter salted caramel cake. So good. After dinner, we took kind of the longer way home, which took us back by the river. We walked along the Dame Judi Dench Walk. I need to look up why they named this area after her, but it's really cool. There were lots more people still out rowing and hanging out on the river. It was a beautiful, beautiful evening. Started getting a little bit cloudier, but still really nice. You can see the patio was still really busy. That's where we were going to sit, but weren't able to. This evening, the river was a lot busier than it was the night before, although I think it was a little bit earlier than when Tamsin and I had walked through here, so that might be why. We stopped to admire more flowers that were absolutely beautiful. and then continued our way along the river. There were a lot of paddleboarders out. There's a whole group of people paddleboarding, which was really cool. So yeah, we just continued walking. I continued falling in love with York. It's just such a beautiful city, and it is a city, like it is classified as a city, but it still feels smaller and just a slower vibe. It just doesn't feel as busy as somewhere like London. But yeah, York just has a very unique vibe to itself. The old houses are gorgeous. The bits of the old medieval walls that are still around are just incredible. The Viking history, the Roman history, the medieval history, and then of course the like Tudor and Victorian and Edwardian history, like the much more modern history. It's just, for a history nerd like me, York really is just such an incredible city. And even though it's not that huge, I know it would take me multiple visits to like really properly explore it. So it's already top of my list of like somewhere to go the next time I visit England. Okay, I shouldn't have you quite so close to my face, but we've had a problem. I can't find my glasses anywhere. We have looked in every possible place. We've looked in the impossible places, like the places where I would not have put them. I look like a mess. I sound like a mess. This is not the best end to a vlog, but sometimes this is how your vacations go. My allergies are still awful. I don't feel that bad. I just sound horrific. Like my voice is bad. Like my throat doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Feels fine. Just feels not even scratchy. Like I have no voice, but there's no pain. There's no irritation. I don't know why it sounds like this. And I'm a little bit congested, but not that bad. I don't know. But yeah, I can barely speak and I can't see because I've taken my contacts out. So throughout this whole trip, I've gotten into the habit of getting up, going to the bathroom, washing my hands, brushing my teeth, and putting my contacts in, like first thing. And then I do skincare, and then I do makeup. And the glasses have been going into a case that my mom gave me, and then they go with my bedside stuff. And yeah, this is the first morning that we've had in York, and so it's a different bedside setup, but they're not in any of the drawers. They're not under the bed. I've pulled the bed completely out. I've looked through all the pillows. I've looked behind the bedside table. We've looked in like mom's bags just in case housekeeping thought that maybe that's where they went. The only thing I can think of, because like no one would steal them, so like I'm not worried about anything like that. The only thing I could think is that they just got folded up with the laundry, like when they were changing the sheets maybe. So my mother, who is an absolute saint, because I'm just not able to be in a positive, happy mood right now. My blisters hurt because they'll be okay in the morning when I wake up, and then throughout another day of walking, they start hurting again. So like, my blisters are hurting. I have no voice. I'm stressed about that, trying not to be. We're both so tired. We're having so much fun, but we're both so tired. So like, losing my glasses. Like, I've taken my contacts out. I don't want to waste another daily pair just to put them in for a couple hours. So my mother, getting back to my mother and why she's a saint. She has put clothes back on because we were both showered and getting ready for bed. She's put clothes back on, and she's gone down to the front desk to ask if a pair of glasses have been found, like with the laundry, and they might not have known what room they came from. So I'm hoping they're in lost and found, but I'm not holding my breath. I think I'm just going to be without glasses for the rest of the trip. And like, I think they were $22 from Zenny. Of all the things to get lost or go missing on this trip, they are not the most expensive. They're just one of the most inconvenient things to be lost. So yeah, it's just a bit frustrating. And it just feels like the blisters, the allergies, now the glasses, it's like all these little inconveniences. And it just is an example of how, as best as you can, you have to just roll with the punches when things don't go right on your trip, because you're gonna lose your voice randomly, or your feet are gonna really hurt, or you're gonna lose something. It's going to happen. A train is going to be delayed. Little things will go wrong, and you can let them ruin your trip, or you can try as best as you can to just roll with it. So that's what I'm doing. If they're not there, if Mom comes back without them, I'm just going to accept it. But I'm going to end this vlog here before she gets back, because I just want to relax for the rest of the night. If you have enjoyed this vlog, it was such a good day. It really, really was. Oh, she's back. No.
No, but she'll leave a note for the housekeeping.
She'll leave a note for the housekeeping.
Yeah.
I'm vlogging.
She's been in since noon, she said, and no one's turned anything in.
Darn it.
Yeah, I mean, I told her we looked everywhere and can't find it, and you know, you wear contacts, so we didn't take them with us
Yeah.
during the day.
Well, I've had my cry. Mom saw.
Yeah.
Mom's
Poor
been
girl.
very patient, very kind, and I feel bad. I feel like I'm ruining her trip with all my issues.
Well, your issues are mine.
I don't feel that bad.
Well, that's good. So you.
I just sound horrible,
Yeah. Which makes it hard to vlog.
which makes it
Can I
very
get
hard to
my
vlog.
cams on?
Yeah, you can. Tomorrow, Mom might be in charge of the vlog tomorrow, if I can't speak still. So yeah, we're enjoying ourselves. We did have a wonderful, wonderful day. It was so much fun. It was beautiful walking back from the restaurant along the river again.
I need to talk to Daddy. So
Okay,
hurry up.
yep, I'm done.
And you have to stop talking.
And I have to stop talking. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd really appreciate both of those things. Leave me some train emojis or Viking emojis if there's any Viking emojis. So trains or Vikings, those are your emoji instructions. And yeah, I can tell my voice has gotten even worse in the last 11 plus minutes. So I'm gonna go. I will see you in the next vlog. You might not hear me in the next vlog, or there just might be a voiceover that I might just do like 45 minutes of B-roll throughout the entire day, and then do a massive voiceover once I get home. I will see you all soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!